Hello, Capricorn. We are Kemet. Thank you so much for joining us. This is for the sun, moon, and rising sign of Capricorn. Beautiful Capricorn, finally it's your time. What is coming through in the next 3 months? After your transformation process, when everything has been going, Capricorn, we have started these particular codes. We began bringing through already October, maybe even August, perhaps last year, but very specific timing for them. So we've been taking our time and be received today. Capricorn is ready to integrate what is coming through for them for the next 3 months. It feels like whatever comes in for your sign is affecting the collective and is bringing energies through, because this is new data, this is new energy, this is from the sovereign realm, from the Aquarian frequencies, from the new earth. So as it anchors in, bringing in new energies, it shifts collective frequencies. And so all the other signs have really been this beautiful co-creative energy. And now it's time for the Capricorn frequency to anchor in. So Capricorn, let us see what's coming in for you. Sun, moon, and rising, wherever you have placement of Capricorn, this is for you. Should you just feel drawn, you might have 0 placements of Capricorn on your chart formally, when of course in your houses Capricorn is placed there. Yet should you just feel drawn to this, it's for you. Okay, it means you are working with these energies. And Saturn is the ruler of Capricorn, and Saturn is the great teacher. So many of you will feel resonance with this because you have been schooled by Saturn. We feel Saturn as the mirror energy, the mirror frequency, the mirror of truth, really revealing to you where your fears, insecurities, illusions are, where you're lying to yourself, where you're not in your clarity, not in your integrity, purifying your frequency to source love, and so many other things. Capricorn and Saturn energy, 10th house energy, your legacy, right? So Saturn is like, this is for your mastery. This is you reclaiming your mastery. This is you getting yourself on the path where you are creating that which is meant for you. That 10 of Pentacles energy, creating in your stability, in your power, laying a solid foundation for yourself forevermore. So Capricorn, 9 of Wands, you have had a long journey. As we said, Saturn, the teacher. And it's interesting, for we have Capricorn placement somewhere, and it's, I think, the only earth energy we have in our chart besides our either south or north node being Taurus. But otherwise, this is it for us. The rest is Pisces and Sagittarian. We have 4 placements of Pisces and 3 of Sag. So that one placement of Capricorn, let us just say we've also felt it. A doozy with Saturn, right? The mirror frequency. A lot of you work with the mirror, as we do, mirror alchemy, mirror manifesting, and there's an extra bonus message for those of you who do mirror work, mirror alchemy. There's the mirror that we currently use as our portal. There's a blessing coming in. Okay, all that integration and mirror work and mirror intention work you've been doing is bringing through a blessing for you, and that's an extra message out of the blue. Okay, so beautiful Capricorn energy. You have had a long journey, and yet with the 9 of Wands, you haven't given up. You have stood your ground. You have kept going. And there's an energy of these next 3 months, you are being rewarded for this, for your faith. The next 3 months are a return on your faith, because you've been through a lot. Some of you, ascension symptoms that have just been wild, just feeling aches and pains, bodily symptoms. A lot of you, you really had to have a strong mental body, because many of you have been also doing a lot of dimensional shifts. So really having to ground, and we see the 5 of Swords here, really having to ground your energy in order not to almost be lost in other realms, or just lose yourself, not to lose yourself to almost what people might say is spiritual psychosis, right? When you are literally shifting through dimensional frequencies and you need to anchor and not almost get too lost in the ethereal, but allow yourself to anchor and ground it into your physicality, which is what a lot of our codes have been assisting people with. That's why we're inspired to actually start this work, especially our alchemy channel, for we're just bringing in codes to assist, to stabilize, and to guide you through your own personal ascension, so you don't lose your way, to be a light. And so a lot of you are being commended for the work you have been doing and not giving up on you. Not giving up on you. There's a return on your faith these next 3 months. Whew. Literally, the image we're receiving is, after you've seen in the movies, or should some of you have experienced this in real life, and we send so much love and compassion if you have, where it's after the war and everybody's back at camp, but in the medical tent, on the stretchers, in all sorts of injury. And that's the vision we are seeing with all of you. It's been rough. Source is not sugarcoating it, Capricorn. And for you who are here, aligned to this reading, it's been rough. But look, as we mentioned, 10 of Pentacles, 10th house energies, your tree of life is rerouting. There's a whole recalibrating, a whole restructuring of your foundation. So the door is busy, it's ajar, so it's busy being knocked with the wind. I'm just going to adjust the jaw, close it rather. Okay, that's better. No more distractions for us as we channel the 10 of Pentacles. New foundation, new solid frequency, and this is what you've been working for, and this is why it was such an arduous journey, because you weren't asking for just small change, for little things. You were literally recalibrating your whole frequency, your operation. And Capricorn, remember, your frequency is the goat energy, which is hardworking yet stubborn. When you are anchored in, you are anchored. And it takes a great deal for you to shift your perspective. It's not something that happens. Once you are committed and loyal to something, it's done. It really takes it's even sometimes if the truth is right there in your face, you might ignore it for what you have told yourself or conditioned yourself or programmed yourself as truth. So you've really had to be very strong to shift your perspective to an energy that serves you, which you have. And now through that shift, you are anchoring and into a whole new frequency. You see your root chakra there of the red coin, your tree of life re-anchoring into new soil. A whole new way, a whole new legacy. And look, there's a star card underneath, and this is what we mean by you are receiving downloads. So a lot of interdimensional travel, in a lot of you accessing your highest frequency in order to recalibrate the stability to the truth of your star energy. No longer building and living a life out of the human conditioning or human programming, but now fully allowing yourself to grow through your sovereign energy, your sovereign divine frequencies. Very powerful work, and you're being commended for keeping the faith through this integration work. So within your source, your spirit frequencies are bringing in a whole new landscape, which is why the next 3 months is this rehabilitation, this restoration in honor of your faith. And it's going to feel like a wish fulfillment. It's going to feel like your wishes are just being, you see, look at the bottom, 5 of Pentacles reverse. Yes, a recalibration to your reset, a recalibration to your ground zero. It's starting to build, Capricorn, and it's just literally wish fulfillment after wish fulfillment. It feels like all of your wishes are coming true miraculously. miraculously, there's a lot of miracle energy working with you. So expect the unexpected and massive major changes, which literally feels like miracles coming your way. You're just blessed with miracles these next 3 months. Just be open. You're going to understand why it was so worth it. That's why the lessons were so hard and intense. You were before, even as you're shuffling before the card flips, from one form to another, you were going through a metamorphosis, and it was a change that required you to de-anchor from all you have known and re-anchor into your truth. And that gave you a hard mirror, a hard reflection of self and everything you were bonded to. And some of those bonds and binds were from generations. So you having to really have a hard look at your family, a hard look at your parents, a hard look at these people you love, and to see, ooh, this actually isn't love. What I grew up thinking is love wasn't love. What in this romantic relationship, what I thought was love isn't love. And you just really having to be brave enough to release these energies of falseness, see them for what they are, and release them. And hard, because as you were releasing, you were expecting stuff to come in, but nothing really came in, because it can only come in when you had completed the process, which you now have. Okay, without what's happening in the physical. So the energies within in the non-physical are literally physical. Ten of Pentacles are earth. So know that the non-physical is focused on your physical. Spirit is focused on your life. The shadow is focused on your light. The unknown is focused on the known. So right now you are literally shifting. The focus is your physical way of being, your life. So expect 3 months of physical material manifestations. The focus is there at this time. At the bottom of the deck, they're saying the Chariot. Okay, they want us to release this. Interesting, we love this. The card that flipped over was the Seven of Swords. At the bottom of the deck was the Chariot, but the Chariot just fell out of our hands into our lap. And the World. So Source is saying, listen, this is what's happening. And the Wheel of Fortune, yeah. Miracles. This is miracles. Miracles on miracles. Five of Swords again. Time of worry and concern, especially like confusion is off, it's going away. And we feel maybe that's why Source asked us to also share with you that we have Capricorn placing, because as you said, we said, but Source, why are we bringing this in the mix? Why are we bringing in our Capricorn placement? But we feel we understand why, because we've also had the same almost frustration where you have done all this work and yet it felt like you were still in the same environment. It's like, why am I still here? I've done all the work, universe. I'm open, I'm receptive. I'm not waiting, I am being, I am patient, I'm receptive. And here we are. And yet, why am I still in the same space, vibrational place? It feels like I'm in grade 10 and I've done all my work. I'm ready for grade 11. I've done everything. I'm receptive. I've done all my homework. I've passed all my exams. I've passed all my tests. I'm not even getting any more syllabus. I'm not learning anything new. I'm complete in grade 10. I'm ready for grade 11. But why? I'm actually grade 11. I'm embodying grade 11. I'm even integrating the lessons of grade 11 now. I'm even applying grade 11, and yet I'm still in the grade 10 classroom. The building is still grade 10. Why isn't my building grade 11? That's how it's been feeling, right? And causing that frustration of, why am I still in the same environment? And so that's changing. Because that's what was causing your doubt and your self-sabotaging. It was, I've done all the work and yet it's not manifesting. So I know it's real, Source. I can feel it's real. Remember, your faith is being rewarded. I can feel it's real. I know you are real. And I know my manifestations are coming. And I know what I've done has purpose. And I know that miracles are happening. Why isn't it not here yet? Am I going crazy? And it's like, I know I have nothing more to do. I ask you if there's anything more to do. You share there's nothing more to do. So why are we here? And it was that lack of the physical catching up, creating this. That's the only thing creating the doubts and the self-sabotage, you thinking you're not good enough, and creating other aspects in your life you're not thinking, like these insecurities creeping up which you never had. Insecurities maybe of your body, of your career, of your intellect, of your spiritual connection. It's like these random insecurities cropping out of the blue which you didn't have before, and the only reason why they're coming up is because you're doing all this energy work and yet the physical isn't catching up. So it's creating this distortion between you and what is you and your truth. And Source is saying, listen, that's being healed, because this literally fell out and was replaced by the seven. So the seven of swords being replaced by the seven, the chariot. Breakthrough energy moving forward with the world, and the 10 of Wheel of Fortune. So look at that. Finally, there's a breakthrough forward with the 10 of Pentacles. Finally, the physical taking the shape of you is coming. And then the Wheel of Fortune, literally the cards are literally speaking it. Wheel of Fortune, you at the center, everything shifting in your favor towards the 10 of Pentacles. You moving forward, the world, the end of you being in that weird space of limbo, the end of the 9 of Wands. You are going forward into your stability. And again, we saw the star earlier with the Wheel of Fortune, miracles. This is happening in beautifully miraculous ways, and you never. It heals your insecurities. It heals any self-consciousness. It heals any self-doubt. It dissolves the self-saboteur. You don't require that energy anymore. It's no longer a necessary framework for you to learn through. You become so confident in all that you are, and all that you do, and all that you be. Beautiful. Okay. What's happening below? And listen, we get to the ascension symptoms. We've been having wild ascension symptoms. We were like, we don't know what's happening, universe, because we can feel that. And even if and a few times we've actually gone to the doctor just to make assurance double sure. And they're just like, we don't know what's wrong because you are fine. There's nothing medically wrong with you. So we don't know why this is happening. We're like, confirmation energy. Just wanted to triple check. And it's because of that 7 of Swords of, but universe, what's going on, right? And so know that you are getting out of that space, and that these symptoms, these bodily symptoms, any ascension symptoms, symptoms of your energetic shift are coming to an end. You're stabilizing into your solid physical. It's that in-between stage. It's almost like when the cocoon is in the caterpillar. When the caterpillar is in the cocoon and it's going through that uncomfortable what I think we heard someone in a video that it actually liquefies. It goes into a liquefied state and then solidifies again. It literally breaks up into those cells in order to take a new form, and this has been happening. And so all of these ascension symptoms and aches and pains and weird rashes, right, and sinuses or whatever you've been going through, literally being the cellular molecular changes you're going through, which are now coming to an end. You're stabilizing into your new physical form, and there's something about the recovery being quite remarkably fast. It's like one day you have this rash over your body, and then you're thinking it's been there for months, and you're like, what is this? Then all of a sudden the next day it's reducing, 2 more days it's gone. It's like, okay, and now that's just done. Yes. And now it's just done. Is what we're receiving. Okay, below, universe, below. We saw the center is the 9 of Wands. Within we have the 10 of Pentacles. Stability returning to you from all frequencies. Without we have the Without, we have the Chariot breakthrough with the Wheel of Fortune, bringing through the changes, the quantum realm coming in, shifting the building blocks of your reality to align with you. And we have the World, endings to the Seven of Swords, Five of Swords, ending to your instability, to your health, wealth, whatever it is. That Five of Pentacles reversed, whatever was creating lack, being released. Lack of health, lack of wealth, lack of understanding, lack of whatever it might be. Love, connection, security, all going. Okay. Yes. Yes. Extra message, yes. Okay. You're receiving another extra message. A lot of messages coming through for you, Capricorn. And then again, look, the Five of Wands at the bottom. So definitely an end to that frustration. Again, we're receiving frustration back and forth, not really being sure. Almost fighting self. There's a period we feel of when you're almost fighting the process, not intentionally, but just because of how long and intense and heavy it was. You really had to push through some intense stuff. And Source is really acknowledging that for you, Capricorn. Okay? Just know that many Capricorns gave up. And many Capricorns ignored this. They saw the opportunity to do it and they said, no, thank you, it's too much work. They prefer the fear. They prefer the shadow, the unawakened shadow. They prefer the illusion. They prefer the distortion. They were just not interested in taking on the work that you just did. Others gave up and went back into the illusion because they just lost faith. You are the few who have watched, who have been listening up to now, and this resonates. You are the few who have kept going. So, huge congratulations. Your reward is now here. Because below the Magician, in the physical, you are the Magician. You have mastered the alchemy. And now you are literally changing your reality to your image, to that which is you. You have the power to shift your reality to you, and you are currently doing it. Reality is no longer fighting you. Life is no longer fighting you. Life is going to honor you. You are literally shifting into the honoring of you these next 3 months. Wow. And look at the cards that fell to the ground as the Magician came out. King of Pentacles. Here you are in the physical. A complete, you see the honoring with the Ten of Pentacles? A complete honoring of you. You are living the life you were meant to live. You were truly aligned to live. And you've done the work to do it. To release everything that would deny you this. You have cleared. You've cleared it. Rebirthing. The Death cards, Scorpio energy, rebirthing to your sacred frequency, where all the mysteries of you are now revealed. You are so grounded with the King of Cups. Grounded. Firm. So it's beautiful you have the King of Pentacles and the King of Cups, especially with the message of the Ten of Pentacles, that the shadow is focused on your physical, and these are both king energies, the masculine, the physical. The work is being restored in your physical. Restoring you into your power in your physical. Feeling grounded, feeling secure, feeling safe, feeling stable, within love. Beautiful. Page of Wands, a whole new life, a whole new sense of living, a whole new beginning. Innocence restored. Fun and joy restored, life restored, bliss restored. Oh, you're just feeling so happy. Two of Wands, a whole new world. You've made it. You've made it. This is the finish line, and you're now on the other side. Crowning. Crowning. And Source, please don't drop the card on the floor because I have so many cards on my lap right now. Soon we will be in, we are manifesting in our new place a studio where we'll be able to have a table where we can actually do readings and have a camera to see the cards again like we used to. But right now doing it just doesn't feel aligned. This feels a lot more at ease. in the studio we'll have a camera like this, and I think we would like two, so you can see the cards and also we can engage with you, because we also do integrations this way, right? We're sort of not only, thank you for keeping it up here, universe, we love you. So it's a beautiful dual energy. And you've got the Queen of Pentacles, and we love the Queen of Pentacles in this image. She's just in it. And look, the Ace of Cups at the base, and the Ace of Wands. You've got the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, Justice, Seven of Pentacles, Harvest coming in, and the Ace of Pentacles taking it. Eight of Cups, you're moving away. The Hierophant Source, yes, and we end here with the Three of Swords, because this is the healing, the restoration. It's been a hard process. You're now being healed and mended. Look, where your heart was torn, you're now receiving the threads, and everything is being, your heart is being restored full. Wow. Okay, Capricorn, let's see. Queen of Pentacles, look at you. Grounded, stable, beautiful in your power. The King and the Queen of Pentacles. This is you now. And just how powerful. Just how powerful, right? Just how powerful is that? This is your energy now, Capricorn. You've done the work. This is the reward for your faith. Financial freedom, security, shelter, safety, prosperity, wealth, sacred, stable community, divine, stable love, prosperity. Oh, you are so secure, so much beauty, so much abundance, so much wealth and prosperity. Peace, such peace, health, well-being, not a care in the world. Thank you, universe. Not a care in the world, not a worry or a concern. Carefree, worry-free. And you deserve this. You really, really do. Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, a blessing to your heart, full restoration in your heart. Your cup is full these next 3 months, so many blessings. Ace of Wands, a blessing on a new path, a new way, a new experience. Your destiny is restored. Your sovereign destiny restored. Your heart is full, overflowing, so much magic. Justice restored, balance, things working out in your favor. It's time for you. Just rewards in honor of your faith. Harvest coming after a long work. You've been planting the seeds, you've weeded the garden, you've been tending to it, waiting for that fruit. And not waiting, being open and receptive for the fruit. The fruit is here. It's time for you to receive the fruit of your harvest, of your labor. Ace of Pentacles, here we are. A new physical path, new physical beginning, a blessing for you. Eight of Cups, moving away from the Seven of Swords, the Five of Wands, the Five of Swords, from the Three of Swords, from that heartache, the pain, the worry, the concern, the frustration, the enslavement, all of that. You're finally walking away, Capricorn. Hierophant, this is universe bringing it in, the most divine of interventions in your favor. And look, 3 aces, 3 blessings. Blessings in threes and threes and threes. Blessings in threes indeed. Blessings in threes. 3 blessings coming to you. One that fulfills your heart and makes you so happy. Joy returns to you. One for a new path, passion restored, your destiny renewed. And one for your physical, stability secure, prosperity, wealth and reward. Rayakur traveshki, travala, travaye, kiriesh, riatu, riatu, riatre, miria tolovesh, miria tolovi, riatu, riayesh, riatu, riavi. This is beautiful. And we are so excited for you, Capricorn. You deserve every single bit of this. Woo, woo, woo. Yes. Full body goosebumps. Blessed be.